In the last video, we created an event and we also set up an event track to create future events for us. So now I'm going to show you how we can set up our rostering. So I'm going to go to the events overview page, and you'll see I've got event types, I've got services and small group meetings, and I've also got my event track. Now over here I'm going to click the planner view for this event track for this Sunday morning service. I'm going to click planner, and this is going to bring up what we call the multi-planner, which will open up multiple events horizontally next to each other and give us a view for our plans as well as our rosters. And over here I'm going to click add new roster type. I'm going to add a band. I'm going to click continue, and it's going to ask me for the first position in the band. So let's do lead singer, and then we'll add another slot. We'll add a guitarist. We will add another slot for a drummer, another slot for a keyboardist, another slot for a audio. What's someone else that plays an instrument? Bass guitar. And you can see here we've got all of our slots. I can drag and reorder them if I need to, or I can just click it and then I can add extra information, like when the guitarist, how many guitarists do we need? So we need a minimum of one guitarist and a maximum of one guitarist. We can choose the confirmation behavior about whether when we assign someone to this position, does it send them a request to confirm it, or do we just assume that they're automatically confirmed? We can also do other things like require that they need to be at a certain level to fulfill this role, or for roles like a kids worker, we may need certain capabilities like working with children check, things like that. I'm going to click done, and I'm just going to put a realm for this. I'm going to put it up in the head office, and we're going to hit save. So just here, I'll just hit refresh. It should refresh itself, but I think this view that I'm on is a little bit early, so we'll have this updated by the time you watch this video. I'm going to add another roster type, and here I'm going to choose car park team, and so we will click continue, and the first position is going to be a leader, and then the next position is going to be a team member. We'll call it car park helper. And we'll click continue. We'll put this definition up at the top level as well. We'll hit save. And again, I'm just going to hit refresh on this video just so that we can see it. You shouldn't have to do that. And now you'll see that we've got our plans, and we've got our band, and we've got our car park team down the left-hand side. So for each of these events, I can now add rosters. So we can add a band for each one of these, and potentially we can add a car park just for these two. Maybe these are the only ones we need a car park for. And now what I can do is tap the cell. If I tap the cell in the table, if I tap lead singer, over here I can search for a contact. So we'll find myself here, and you'll see that I get added in as a blue, which means that I'm proposed for this role. And I can add myself as a guitarist over here. And this system will start learning who's available for doing what, and take all that stuff into consideration so that it will offer suggestions for you. So then you can just select the suggestions and add them in. But once they're blue, so you'll see here that I'm blue on this event and blue on that event. I can either tap send to proposed, which would lock in all of the blues on the screen, or I can lock in all of the assignments for a particular event by tapping this button up here, or I can just do it per roster by tapping this button here where it says send one proposed. So if I'm going to be rostered on as a leader for the car park team as well, I can click here and it'll tell me that there's a conflict, that I am already rostered at this time as a lead singer. Can I fulfill both roles? Let's just say that I can. I'm going to click add as a leader anyway. That's going to add me in there, and here I can just click send to proposed. That will send a notification to my phone, which I've just received here. And if I don't have the Pulse app, then I'll get an email asking whether I can do it or not. And if I click here, you can see we're waiting for a response. So if I tap that on my phone, this will turn to green, or I can reject it or confirm it, or I can swap from my phone as well. That's how we set up the basics of our rostering. There's a lot more advanced functionality that you can use, which we'll get into in later videos.